In your professional journey, you'll come across people that make an absolute difference in your life. They're there for you as a mentor, a friend, a sounding board. They're generous with their time. They teach you how to upscale, and then they just share their experience along the way. And these are things that are so invaluable to you on your journey as a working professional and how to expand in your own career. Now, one person I can certainly say that fills that role for me is Dr. Derek DeGan. He is very well known for being a project manager, and his experience and skill set expand far beyond that. And he's a fantastic friend and someone you can absolutely depend on to be that sounding board. And in order to demonstrate that, he has written a book. So his book is called Blind Spots, Blunders, and Bloopers, Project Management Don'ts. This book is something that I wish I had at the beginning of my career. So many of us in the procurement space fall into our roles like by accident. And when we fall into those roles, it feels like we're also thrown to the wolves. We are so afraid of making mistakes. Although that is a natural part of the learning process, it's something that can really trip you up. And when you're working on a project, it can significantly derail the project and have really impactful consequences. This book that Dr. DeGan has wrote, his experience is all over it. You can tell that he is well seasoned in the industry, and he's very thoughtful about the examples that he uses to illustrate his points. And the manner in which he illustrates his points is through that list of don'ts, what not to do. So I appreciate his perspective that he's flipped things on its head, and instead of giving you a checklist of things on what to do, I find it easier to grasp with his approach by listing out things that you should not do. So it's kind of like a list of things you could pin up in your cubicle to say, don't do that, check, 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 and you'd be able to manage your projects more effectively. The other thing that I really, really appreciated about his perspective with project management is that project management is not simply just managing tasks. He said project management is about managing the people and their experience working on a project. So whether he's talking about the different types of stakeholders you can encounter, or giving you options for the type of communication that you could use to engage those stakeholders, this book provides such useful tools, tips, and tricks on how to navigate the complexities of a project, but also how to celebrate your successes. And we don't do that enough. I encourage you to pick up a copy of his book because Dr. DeGan himself really deserves to be celebrated for his successes, and also needs to be appreciated for the sound advice and the valuable experience that he has shared within his book. And if you're interested, on Wednesday, the 26th of February, Dr. DeGan is having his book launch for this book, and I will be hosting the event that night. So I would love for you to register. The event is no cost, and it will be held via Zoom. And let's get together and celebrate a most deserving person, but to also gain more insights from his experience as a project manager. See you there.